want to see future content to this channel, don't forget guys to leave a like on this channel and don't forget to subscribe. Also, when you subscribe to this channel, don't forget to turn on the notifications icon in the start of the channel or hitting the sub button. Thank you all for tuning in at this message and hope you all enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, what is going on everybody? I know I haven't made a guide video in a while, so I'm so sorry for the wait of everybody. But, you know guys, I've been so busy, and that's alright guys. I've just been busy with education and all that, and I know that's a big struggle for me. Anyway guys, if you want me to continue doing more guide videos with commentary, please let me know in straw poll guys. Also, don't forget to everybody leave a like in the video. It really helps me out a lot. And I'm so sorry for all the wait everybody. I know it's been so while since I last uploaded a guide video recently. And don't hate me for it, you know? People can enjoy whatever they want to do busy with their lives and all that, so don't hate me on this. Anyway guys, and also guys, if you are interested in guide videos and commentary, please let me know and I'll be right there for you. That is all it for today everybody, so thank you all for tuning in and I hope you all enjoy the rest of the guide video. One of the games that got interested me from playing in the past is one of the games called Pizza Place. And I absolutely did enjoy a lot of this game back then and still holds many surprises for many years. With 9 years into the game and still counting, it's still becoming one of the very popular game of all time, still with many features that it can be done on the game itself and from the real life currency into the game's currency. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 7 different classes that you can do in this game and how it affects to each class, meaning that one will determine it and how it can be affected for your playstyle. We first start off with the on break session, or just it's in the where we actually take a break for. Now basically for this one is a little bit weird for this one. To choose the on break option, you have to click the house that is located when you start the game and you're located with a different section of the house that you're located. There are 3 sections that are covered the house that are spawned depending on the number of players that are spawned in. Section A, Section B, and Section B, all that is located with a number. Now since there are only 12 players that are max in the server, there can't be many more situations, but it helps you choose out wherever you want to customize your house or upgrade your house purchases as many times. Now before this update, they actually added with a timer to show how many you can play for your hours and upgrade your house depending on the number of hours, but since the update was passed before that, they actually allow you to choose the number of coins that you can choose on the counter. Now since of course I really haven't much played this game, there's still many more options that you can choose and you can customize your house freely to whatever you like. Now we're going to start from the order section, which is going to be the cashier, which is the first one that's to start off with. To do this, you need to actually do is talk to the cashier about anything you like to do in all purposes. To do so, you need to talk to him by pressing the E button or icon. To do so, you have a number of options that you would like to choose. If you guess the correct option, you actually have to do is you have to get whatever the customer says and how it actually fits. Correcting the correct answer will get the respondent and will be placed over to where the cook is located, over as fill in the number section as the cook will do. Even pressing the wrong answer will actually leave away and the order will not be able to place in several times, meaning that the order won't be able to install the process when you're ready. The next teammate, of course, is the cook one that's going to be located inside after you place the register by the cashier. From there on forward, the orders will be processed inside the orders and will be able to process. To do this, grab the dough and start to put where to place the pizzas in there. The tutorial will explain everything about how to do this process and whatever that needs to be taken in order to do it. Afterwards, make sure that it lists on the ingredients as how many there will be on pizzas or Mountain Dew. If a pizza is placed, you need to actually place in one of the correct toppings and orders to choose from it that will go from the order itself. Mountain Dew, however, you need to place it right into the bin. However, since of course a new update came out and with everything else in total, they're now making it more different to optimize on how everything should work server in all day. With a new update right now, they used to have it in the dispensers where it actually can go into you had to allow going to the vendor, but since you have the meteor response to the oven, now it actually places them in the oven and wait for the process for a long time now. If the pizza is not cooked incorrectly, it won't be able to make it into the supplier at all times, and therefore not processing requests or whatever. After comes the cook, will be known as the pizza boxer. From there on, choosing the pizza boxer will allow them to store in the pizzas or a Mountain Dew beforehand. Make sure to select the icon by placing in the box down below. Drag the box down and put it inside the box at all times. Be sure to place the pizzas promptly as the box is provided. Doing this so be carefully will allow them to actually place the box in order and allow them to promptly store in. Make sure to do this correctly, as if you accidentally click in the box itself, it will close the boxes not directly, but it will actually just not do it as well. Putting the Mountain Dew is aside with that. You need to place it right in the other slot as provided. The next one also includes the delivery that you have to actually include from it. After putting the pizza boxes inside of it, you're going to include with these. Make sure to grab the remaining items and make sure to actually locate it in the following. From there on, actually grabbing the boxes will place in these coordinates would be over here. This depends on how many players are in the numbers that are inside the spawn and actually how many players there are in. Supposedly, the number of players that are on right now is supposed to be in fact 12. So that makes up the 12 players that are inside the spawn. When they're actually fully 12, the game cannot cooperate and so they're trying to find a spot that we're actually spawn in. To find the correct location, be sure to remember where the locations are for the houses and actually the lanes are for the houses as well. So you can see I want to try to deliver Be Free over here, and I have to go to that house in order to deliver. Spawning into the incorrect house won't be able to give you the order, but make sure to actually give in the correct order's number. Now from the interior, we're looking at the supplier now. That will be the next step in order to become it. Since of course the deliveries, we have to make sure we also maintain our stuff from the store and how the real life store works. You can see on the display that we're looking at the supplier, they actually maintain how many ingredients there are supposed to be left. To make a box appear, you have to click on the spawn that is depending on the number of boxes that are in the screen. From there on, it will display the number of boxes. In order to do so, you have to get the truck that is over by any of the sides and fill the boxes within the employees. If they are running out of ingredients or you want to have extra in order to keep it safe. From there on, fill the supplies within the back of the truck and go right back to where the garage is from the pizza place. After you carry the truck to work, you can actually carry the presents right into display, or you can create a lever now to actually display all of where the boxes go. Since of course they have now the lever that you can pull out instead of carrying over, which was a bit annoying since they actually had to allow it. From there on, it will display of how many store and the numbers will go up as it applies. Now clicking on one of the options over here, you have some options you have to click. By clicking on one of them, they have a time limit they have to go to and how this will actually work. Now, let's say if you want to give the bonus of the person, now if you want to click it again, notice there's a percentage bar when you use the bonus itself. Basically, this applies to how long the person has been working. Noticing that doing one of these tasks actually has a time limit. There are some differences to make it work, and so this is a very risky maneuver to do, and that's some of them. I'm not going to do all of it, but this is to show how it actually works, by the way. Overall, the manager job is a very serious task to do, and it's very hard to even get this job if you want. Basically, the easier way to do it is using a VIP server, but that's my way of doing this, so it's very hard to do this to show how many players are on.